In this video, I'm going to talk about 5 t-shirt design tips that you should be doing when you design t-shirts for Easter. Let's go. Thanks for joining me on this video. My name is Juna with Detour Shirts. I've been designing and selling t-shirts online since 2005, and I want to help you to learn how to design and sell t-shirts online. I've made a holiday calendar on my website. If you've been following that, you know it's about time to do Easter design. So I want to help you and teach you some of the design tips for Easter. Now these are just design tips. I'm not gonna tell you, what's trending right now, what you should actually put on your t-shirt, what words and what designs, but I'm gonna kind of help you along on what sells well, and then you can kind of make that decision. So I'm gonna show you 5 design tips, and you're gonna want to stay to the end to see all of these. And a special bonus tip for those that get all the way to the end, I'm going to tell you about what kind of colors and fonts that are popular with Easter designs. So you're going to want to stay all the way till the end for that. And I'm going to put all the 5 tips together kind of in a sheet with the bonus tips so that you can take a snapshot and save it for when you're doing your Easter designs. So without wasting any more of your time, let's get into design tip number 1. So the first big tip that I want to tell you about is that there's 2 kind of sections in Easter. So the one most people are familiar with is the bunny, Easter egg, kind of Easter basket, chicks, those kinds of things. This side right here, most people are familiar with that, but there's also the religious side and Jesus and things. So you can see here. So on Easter, it's a Christian holiday that Christians believe Jesus resurrected. So you can see here, I'll be back, he's risen, those kinds of things. He died on the cross, that stuff. So there's also this middle ground that kind of does both. So you can see here, no bunny loves me like Jesus. So kind of in between, silly rabbit, Easter is for Jesus. So you can see this one kind of rides the line of both. So both of them do really well during Easter, but I think more people, when they think Easter, they just think this side. So don't forget about the religious side of Easter. So let me show you how well they're doing. Let's take a look at Amazon here. So I just typed in funny Easter. This is typically the bunny rabbit Easter egg side, and look at these BSRs already. Easter is in the middle of April, and right now it's around February, end of February. So we still got a few months left, but look at these low BSRs already. Some of these are Star Wars, but some of them are merch by Amazon. Sub 1 million BSRs. You can see here some pretty low BSRs already. People are buying these already. So don't wait till Easter. You want to design Easter stuff right now, right? So you see you got the bunnies and things like that, eggs, right? Easter eggs. Now some of them come here with the religious ones. Let me just type in, you can do your own research here. I typed in Jesus, Easter, and we can see some of those other ones. Now you'll see both of them on each side because of the tag Easter, but you can see this one is more focused on the religious side of it, Jesus and things like that. So right there is one of the examples we saw. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 1 is don't forget about the 2 sides. There's commercial Easter and there's also religious Easter. Make sure if you want to do both. So tip number 2, graphic tip number 2 is stay away from peeps. Now I know you've seen a lot of these here on Amazon, and I'm going to show you later in the search results that there's still a lot of people doing these, and there's low BSRs on them. But if you want to keep your account safe, stay away from peeps. So you can see this one says peep in real. I mean, that's still using peeps. You can see the word peeps right here. These are the official peeps. You can see the peeps candy. With the peeps name. That name right there, that word right there is trademark. So don't use that at all. Not even like in a word like this doesn't say peeps, but you're saying peep in. I would still stay away from that. A lot of designs on Amazon have been taken down from this, and you could probably lose your account on this. So be very careful with this. You can see not only do they do birds, they do rabbits as well. So you can see I would stay away from the shape of peeps as well. These look just like these peeps. They come in different colors, just like on this t-shirt right here. I'm showing yellow and blue, but please stay away from peeps. Let's take a look at Amazon. So here on Amazon, I just typed in peeps Easter. Again, showing you that when you do your research, you may see, oh man, peeps here, low BSR. This is another one, low BSR. I'm gonna do something about peeps. No, stay away. Just leave these for these guys. They may get taken down. These may be old designs as well that haven't gotten taken down, so you don't want to take a chance here. You can see the official Peeps right here. Like I was saying, they have their own stuff. So I mean, they're already on Amazon, so Amazon is aware of this. I would just say stay away, stay very far away. There's so many other things that you can do. I know this sounds like a nice pun, and people are getting low BSRs, but if you want to keep your account safe on Amazon and other PODs, I'm just showing Amazon because you can see the BSRs, but I would stay away from this on any platform. Redbubble, your own Shopify store, Etsy, whatever it is. Peeps is a brand, and you want to stay away from copying their stuff. Just do something different. So that's graphic design tip number 2. Don't use any Peeps or any version of the word Peeps in your design. So tip number 3 is you may want to consider just doing graphics. And here's why. There's a couple of reasons. Graphics translate to any language, right? You don't need to do words. You don't have to translate the words. And they just do really well for a holiday like Easter, where things are just very graphic heavy. So you have the bunny, you have the eggs, you have things like that. So this is a good idea for people who can draw, and people who can't draw, just go look for a nice graphic and kind of mash things together. You can see here all of these are ideas of just graphics, and I'm going to show you on Merch by Amazon by looking at the BSRs how well these are doing without any words. So this is one of those holidays where you can get the message across just with the picture, so I would play to that strength, and then you can put it on all the different marketplaces without having to translate the text on the t-shirt. So let me go into Amazon and I'll show you how well these are doing. All right, so here in Amazon, I just typed in Easter t-shirt. You can do this research for yourself, but look at this. Even Star Wars is doing just graphics on their t-shirts, but let's look at non-Star Wars stuff, because Star Wars is always going to do well. Look at this one. Just a graphic, 103 BSR. This is amazing. Just a graphic here. Again, Winnie the Pooh, Snoopy, you can see those are just graphics. They do really well. There's just a graphic. Let's see, just a graph. Like all of these are just graphics, right? So think about that when you're doing, look at this, just graphics, not a Disney one. Sub 100 BSRs, guys. Come on, this is good stuff. Let's scroll down here. Just a graphic. Look at that. Selling now. We're far away from Easter, and they're getting this kind of BSRs right now. Just graphics. You don't have to worry about, if you're unsure of what kind of words to put on a t-shirt, don't put any. Just put a graphic. You can see here gnomes and things like that. So these can do really well. So that's my graphic tip. Number 3 for this video is just do a graphic, an Easter graphic. It has to be something that's relevant, but a graphic will do just as well, if not better, than some of the other things. We saw page 1, a lot of them just didn't have any words. So tip number 4, you may be wondering, well, what kind of graphics am I going to use if I'm just going to do graphics? Well, here's tip number 4 to help you out. Use other animals instead of a rabbit. So check these out. There's lots more examples than these, but these are just, a few of them that I found, 10 of them that I found. Put a horse in bunny ears. Do a stegosaurus with eggs or whatever. You can see a dinosaur, a Sasquatch, a flamingo, dogs, pugs, cats, llamas, sloths, anything. So just find a cool animal, that maybe one that you already have, and you can slap on some bunny ears and put some eggs next to it, and you can make it an Easter shirt really quickly. So do some research, find out what animals are trending in the pod site that you're doing. Maybe cats and dogs are always really popular, but I didn't put in here unicorn. Unicorn would be a big one. Sharks, like think outside of the box, whatever things that you don't see here, that will give you an opportunity to put that animal. There's so many different animals, right? Killer whale with some ears or something like that, that would be great. So red panda, I know, doing really well. Tiger, we didn't see in here. A tiger with some bunny ears with eggs or something like that. So many different animals. Be creative. If you have one already, I would just slap on some bunny ears. You can see, or in a bunny costume. This is really funny with the dinosaur here. So have fun with this one. This is your tip number 4, is use another animal besides a bunny rabbit. So tip number 5 is Easter puns. So if you are going to put words on a t-shirt but you're unsure what words to use, Easter puns do really well. So I'm not going to show you the BSRs on them because we've seen a lot of those. You can go back and see some of these with the low BSRs. But what puns are is basically using a word that sounds like the original word. So for here, prepare to die, instead of D-I-E, this is D-Y-E because you're dyeing the eggs, right? Happy East Roar instead of Eastor, right? Because roar for a dinosaur, so you get the idea. Chick magnet, that really isn't like a pun, but that was a really funny phrase. This is a pun. Every bunny's favorite teacher instead of everybody's, right? Some bunny. Again, bunny's a real good pun to use for buddy, everybody, somebody, that kind of thing. I'm just so extra. A lot of words you can do with egg. So you can see eggosaurus, excellent, excavator, leg day exercise, right? I'm just so extra. So think of the different words that you can use. Egg's a good one. Bunny's a great one. Roar is specific to kind of dinosaurs and things like that. But die, of course, is here for dyeing the eggs. I'm sure there's so many other puns that you can do for Easter. Funny Easter t-shirts do really well, and puns is a good way to do those kinds of t-shirts. So tip number 5, design tip number 5 is to use Easter puns. So for your bonus tip, these are the colors that I think will do really well. Our pastel colors, you can see here is kind of an Easter palette. I saw this online. Someone did this for Procreate. I think the name is Karen Nicole Design. So thank you for that. I just took it. But you can see these are the kinds of colors, pinks and yellows and light blues. But you can also go darker if you're going on a lighter t-shirt, right? So you can see here I took these from Amazon. You know, CMYK is a good way to remember that. Cyan or light blue, kind of yellow and magenta. So light blue, yellow, and pink, those do really well for Easter. And you can see here handwritten fonts, or like I would like to call them fun fonts. You can see hand-drawn fonts and things like that. So think of these kinds of things for Easter. The script fonts do really well. Just make sure it's easy to read. You can see here another script font and kind of more handwritten font. So just a little more fun for fun Easter, but also the script fonts do well for the religious side of Easter too. So think of that. Just make sure that it's easy to read, right? So this is your bonus tip right here. Make sure to use the right colors, make sure to use the right kinds of fonts, and of course the graphics. We saw what kinds of graphics. So let me show you all of the tips. Here are all of them together, the 5 design tips for Easter for this video that should help you get some sales. So first, remember there's 2 sides. There's that commercial side and the religious Easter side. Second, stay away from peeps. I don't want you to get your account taken away. Don't do any peep stuff. Third, remember graphics alone can work. So if you want to combine graphics, kind of do a mashup, we talked about using other animals instead of a rabbit. Those are some good graphics. That's your tip number 4, is to use another animal instead of a rabbit. And that can be your graphic with eggs and things like that. And lastly, if you are going to put words, try Easter puns. Those do really well. Do some research or make some puns up for yourself just using some of those words. There's a lot of things you can do with the word egg and bunny. Those are 2 big ones that you can do puns with. And lastly, your bonus niche is to use the right colors and fonts to kind of tie it all in together. So hopefully these were really helpful for you, and I hope that this will help you get some sales. Now is the time to do Easter designs. You saw things are selling right now, but we're still far enough away that you can get it up there and hopefully get some sales. So that is it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully this video was super helpful for you, and I hope that you can get some Easter designs up early and get them in now so that you can start getting some sales and they can start ranking. If this video was really helpful for you, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That really helps in the algorithm, so you're really helping me out. And if you're not subscribed to this channel already, make sure to hit that subscribe button right there. The question of the day for this video is, have you designed any Easter t-shirts for this year? Have you done any? Let me know in the comments. Are you ahead of the curve? I want to know about it. If not, now's the time to do it. Thanks again for watching. And if you want to see more design videos to help you in your print-on-demand journey, make sure to click on these videos right here. And as always, guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.